Scores from week 16, shall we?
Yeah, that was my.
Welcome back, by the way.
Yes.
All right, how about Cleveland and Baltimore? Wow,
That was a close game.
20-14.
Yeah. Considering that, the Browns are. Ugh.
And I don't, I apologize. I'm not up on my stats of this game, but from what I saw, it was still not Colt McCoy.
No.
Senator Wallace. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, and, Flacco had a huge pass. I guess it was it towards the end of the game from him to Rice? Went like 90. It was like 60 yards, something like that. I was gonna say 90, but that's way much of an overstatement.
The Ravens should have beat the Browns by more than 20-14, by the way.
That is true. But
they won.
And there's been a few different instances where Baltimore should have won and they lost, and where they should have won by more and where they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, well, the Ravens are a team that man, there's a potential thing there, but like you say, they're not very consistent in one direction or the other.
no.
One week the offensive does less than you expect them to. Next week the defense allows more than you expect them to, and it's just like the wins and losses are not, consistent.
No.
No.
And some of the wins are not good wins,
No.
No.
They're not.
but good losses are a good thing.
It can be, depending on when it happens in the season, who it's to.
Well, Baltimore has a lot of right now going on with Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get on that later about the playoffs, but Pittsburgh, they won 27-0 over some anonymous team with an arch in it or something.
Yeah.
How about Tennessee 23, Jacksonville 17? Tennessee is also
Poor goats.
still vying for a playoff spot.
These teams are just trying to plant their seed.
It just means yes. They're trying to plant seeds.
Well, that's how the pros do it.
Right.
And guess how long it is until the season starts again? About 9 months?
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Oh.
Either way, just win, baby. Just win. That's how it goes.
Win babies?
So the division is on the line, first round bye is on the line, and the seeding is on the line for Baltimore. Okay.
Yeah.
Baltimore. How about that Houston thing? They won the division. They're at the number 3 seed right now. All right, so that's not a big deal. St. Louis, Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, 27-0 over St. Louis. Did I say St. Louis?
Mm-hmm.
I could remember.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's 11-4. They're in the playoffs. They can win the North Division with a first round bye with a Baltimore loss and a win. A Pittsburgh win, Baltimore loss.
Mm-hmm.
So see, even though they're not playing each other, the Pittsburgh-Baltimore thing is a big.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
What else is behind that one
Stupid
as far as that
Me
stuff
too.
goes?
Me
I
too.
don't like Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Shitsburg.
We mentioned Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Jack's off them.
Tennessee won 23-17 over Jacksonville this week.
Yes, they did.
As far as Tennessee goes, they're 8-7. They hold the edge over the Jets because of tiebreaker scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
They need a win,
Winning.
and a Cincinnati loss,
Losing.
and all kinds of scenarios. They're just
Matt Damon.
they need a win with accompanied by a Cincinnati loss or a Jets win, or Broncos and Raiders win.
Mm.
See, the divisions are weird. It's too much. Just win, baby. Just win.
Oh
okay?
boy.
Just win, baby. That's how that goes. Minnesota 33, Washington 26, both out of the playoffs. So who cares, right? We'll skip that. Here's what I want to talk about, fellas. Detroit 38,
Yes.
San Diego 10.
Mm.
Great for Detroit.
Right.
You've been wanting them. You've been wanting them
Yes.
to get back on track since the Thanksgiving game.
This is the one common ground that this guy and I have.
It's
And
true.
the Chargers. Here's the problem. The Lions beat the Chargers 38-10 this week.
Yeah.
He sure did.
San Diego had won their last 2 games against Buffalo and Baltimore by scores of 37-10 and 34-14.
Yeah.
And then they scored 10 against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that bad San Diego or good Detroit?
That's good
Probably
Detroit.
both.
You know what I mean?
That's typical Chargers in good Detroit, is what that is.
It's just Detroit.
Detroit's already in the playoffs. by
It's
the
just
way.
Detroit.
So they're in.
Whooping
They're
that
not
ass.
playing. They're not playing to get in.
Long.
The remaining conflict is the seedings and who plays
Freaking-
who.
Megatron. That's all I gotta say.
Philadelphia 20, Dallas 7, in pretty much a nothing game where Romo got hurt, but is expected to be okay for Sunday's matchup against the Giants. Dun, 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 dun.
Giants and Cowboys, Sunday.
Sunday.
Are you ready for some football?
Dun, 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 dun. I'm mixing up Monday Night Football with it, but
That's alright.
it sounded cool.
Yeah.
But dude, seriously, Giants Cowboys this weekend it all comes down to this.
Exciting.
It does.
It's
That is a
exciting.
huge game.
It's like a WWE pay-per-view this Sunday live on probably NBC.
See if Dallas can actually
It'll
take
all
it to the
come
Giants
down.
this time in their building
You said
instead of being at home, because obviously the Giants
funny.
own the Cowboys at home.
It's funny he mentioned that. The Giants do beat the Cowboys in Dallas. They're undefeated at the new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cowboys are one of those teams that sometimes play better on the road.
That's
So
true.
if the Cowboys had a chance to win,
Mhm.
it'd be better in New York than in Arlington.
Right.
CT.
Sad but true.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, dude.
I'm picking New York.
I want Cowboys to win it, but then again, I think they wouldn't do anything with it. If the Giants were to win, the Giants would have a chance to go somewhere with it and advance to the next round and
Possibly.
beyond. So, even though I want the Cowboys to win, I think the Giants would do more with it
Mm-hmm.
than the Cowboys would.
Yeah.
At
So-
least your team has a shot.
Yeah.
I've got a cold chance in hell.
Your Jets. Let's talk about the Jets right quick. Well, your game wasn't good. Your game was good for Hector Cruz.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Matt
Damon. 29-14, Giants beat the Jets. The Giants face the Cowboys this weekend in the final week of the NFL season for the NFC East title and a playoff berth. Let's move on, shall we? San Fran 19, Seattle 17.
That's about right. Seattle's been one of those teams that's been very, very competitive.
Very competitive.
Where they should not have been.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, based upon last year's stats in the preseason.
They're kind of starting in a weird way to win me over in different ways.
They are.
In
Well,
different
it's-
ways.
It's because
just-
it's like they're always the underdog.
And they fight, man.
And they do.
fight.
They fight.
They fight.
I like
It's
it.
Just yeah, it's nice to see.
It is.
Well, they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
But, you know, they're probably one of the best teams to miss playoffs.
I would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
There's always that team that you're like, man. Remember, but, you know, here's what's funny about when I look at the scenarios here on the playoff scenarios. Remember last year it was a Seahawks and Rams at 8-8.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, both went in there. I guess it was like they were both 7-8. Both
Right.
teams were.
And you look back before previous years, like Cardinals, Steelers, different teams that are like wild card teams at 8-8 in the 8-8 range. That they're just as dangerous as a. Excuse me. Gee whiz. An 8-8 team is often as dangerous as a 12-4 team.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think
Easily.
the Packers last year were 8-8 going into the
Well, yeah,
playoffs.
exactly.
They were like either 9-7 or 8-8. So yeah.
So right now, as far as the NFL playoffs go, as far as the 8-7 team,
Mm-hmm.
the Raiders, Titans, the Jets, Cowboys, the Giants are right in that area, but they're not there. Denver is also 8-7. The Giants are 8-7. So I mean, pretty close proximity. As far as the whole thing goes, Denver, Oakland, Cincy, the Jets, and the Titans are all playing for the final 2 AFC spots. The Giants and Cowboys are playing for that final NFC spot to lock it up.
Yep.
So, Seattle, Arizona play next week. It's going to be a game that's basically for nothing playoff-wise, but it's going to be a damn good game.
Oh yeah.
It will be, and it'll be impactful as far as the draft goes, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and as far as, you know, like, I don't know, like, Arizona, Ken Weisenhunt over there has a decision to make, you know, because I thought Skelton did pretty good, you know, coming in there for what's his name, from Philadelphia?
Oh, Cobb.
Yeah, Kevin Cobb. I forgot his name already. So there's going to be an issue next year with the quarterback situation in Arizona.
Yep.
As far as Seattle, it's just a matter of can Pete Carroll decide what personnel to use for what and what worked and what didn't. And move. Because I think Pete Carroll is on the cusp of a winning season.
Yeah. He's got himself a feature back, and then his receivers are. I mean, I don't know. They've got, like, I was listening to ESPN Radio, actually, quick plug, and they said that they brought to my attention that they have some of the biggest cornerbacks in the league. Both of his starting cornerbacks are like 6'1" and 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
So he likes big, fast players. So that's, you know.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. All you other brothers can't deny, but you know.
I mean, when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist
Yeah,
and a round thing in your face,
right.
you get sprung.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice.
Speaking of Arizona, they were at Cincinnati this week,
Yes, they were.
and we're all talking about the play of the
The
week.
play of the year, man. Play
Jerome
of the year.
Simpson's 20-yard touchdown flip.
Yeah.
It was
Play
amazing.
of the year. I'm hands down. Play
About
of
the
year.
4-yard line, he just kind of goes, okay, here we go.
And he comes to almost a complete stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally like a gymnastic move.
I'm sure if you're watching the show, you've already seen it. If you
Yes.
haven't, look it up. Jerome Simpson flip catch. It'll come up.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Or just Jerome Simpson catch, because who the hell was Jerome Simpson before
Right.
that catch?
Nobody.
You know?
Well, he's done some things. This
Yeah,
year.
he's done some
The
things.
Bengals are one of the quiet teams that have been
Yeah.
doing a lot of stuff. you
Yeah.
know. Anyway, in the same game, the Cardinals have been very competitive, like we said about Seattle this year, and they were doing the same thing against Cincinnati, and they were right there at the end.
Yeah.
And Skelton threw a good pass right in the end zone, and early Doucette stumbled on his pattern and fell down, and it never happened. A potential game tying or game winning, based on the scenario of this conversion or not.
And that's why you're only ranked a 70-something on Madden.
So that caused Arizona their last chance of winning that game. So anyway, real quick, I don't have much time at all. I'm running behind. Can we cover Cam Newton and holy shit? We'll do
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Miami, New England. You'll cover Miami, New England. Oakland, KC is part of my Broncos, my T-Bows, so we're good on that. So Denver, Buffalo, Oakland, KC. I'll get those later.
Buffalo sucks.
By the way, just real quick, I'm just going to mention this real fast. And this is not a really pisses me off thing, but it's a pitiful thing. In the first half of the Oakland KC game, there's 18 penalties.
Oh my God.
Wow.
In the end, 26 overall penalties in the game.
Holy shit.
2 blocked field goals, a missed field goal, touchdowns returned on penalties. That's why it was 16-13. Oh my God, that's how it sounded at Arrowhead last week.
That's
oh my God.
It's time for me to shampoo.
Oakland,
Oh, I mean,
Oakland.
sorry.
Yeah, your genitals are dry. Oakland had 15 penalties for 92 yards, or 13 or 50. I couldn't remember damn writing. 15 penalties for 92
Bam.
yards. The Chiefs had 11 penalties for 88 yards.
Woo!
So 26
Boom.
penalties, and almost a full football field length given to each team from the opposing team, like a gift. Like, hey, it's
Awful.
received, so
That's
here's
ridiculous.
a little
Get
gift for
your
you.
shit in check.
That shit just shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
NFL football.
Use your damn
Be
mind.
professional. Yeah. In the meantime, it's us three talking to you peeps.
Correct.
Coming up right now is the halftime. We'll see you on the other side.